Hi, Jeff. My name is Joe Clark. I'm with your father in the book club at Elmore, and saw your video and thought I would respond in kind, as it were. As far as my impressions of your book, your father said you would enjoy or appreciate any observations anybody would have. And so I will share mine, well, let's see now. Come to think of it, he said he shared what I said with you, so this might be redundant. So let's get that out of the way first. First of all, I enjoyed the book. You're obviously a talented writer. Your use of phrasing is particularly good, and your characterizations are complete and very graphic. Some of those characters you met up with along the way of your journey were quite colorful, and you were able to portray that very well in the book. So that was very, very good. As I told your father, I had three very distinct emotions reading the book. Okay, the first part of the book was delightful, and I think that's the word that I would use. I grew up in something of a small town, Deer Park, Ohio, which I'm sure you never heard of, although it's pretty close to being a suburb of Cincinnati. So I was able to understand about the playground and the church and all that stuff. And it is a great place to grow up, no question about that. I do not live in Elmore, by the way. I live in Genoa. Well, actually, I live in Clay Township. It's between Elmore and Genoa. My postal zone is Genoa. So, at any rate, I enjoyed the book, and as I said, the first part of it, my emotion was, this is a delight. Light, breezy, and very colorful, and very well written, and so that was good. The second part of the book was at the accident. When you got that far in the book, I was interested. In other words, I couldn't put it down. The emotion changed. The whole thing changed. And I was able to get into it and say, I cannot put this down. I want to know what happened next. And I read it in that fashion. And that went along, and I enjoyed reading about your sister, your brother, kind of a minor character in that, but your sister especially, and you, and your relationship with your nephew was delightful. And so that was my second emotion, interest. I don't know if that's an emotion, but the idea is there. The last part of the book, I would say I was disappointed, and for the following reason. Not disappointed in the writing. The writing remained high quality. I was disappointed because it seemed, I can understand if you left your family for some important reason. Where do I go from there? And there's all kinds of things coming into my mind. And I understand the concept of a dedicated or religious experience. And by religion, I mean something that defies rational analysis. So for you, the wiffle ball thing defied rational analysis. And I would call that religious in some sense. And you felt a need to do that. But somehow I didn't feel like that religious experience balanced off against leaving your family while there was still a need to be there. Now, your dad told us at the book club that, as a matter of fact, he was out of his halo back to work rather, a month after you left. Well, that's a month. And, your nephew still needed babysitting and all that stuff. So I was disappointed. I said, geez, I wish, the noble character would have done differently. So, I don't know. For what that's worth, that was my observation. So, the overall impression is I enjoyed the book. Thank you for writing it. And it's good. I enjoy the book club very much, and I enjoy being with your father doing it. And I'll look forward to your next effort, which I understand is going to be about your pilgrimage through France on that 700-mile trip. So I don't know what that'll be like, but let's see what that looks like. Okay, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later.